celebrate the 4th.
The 4th of July is actually my favorite holiday. It's a tradition. Go float the river.
And the busyness was no surprise to these Missoulians.
I think most people, honestly, this weekend are just trying to get outside. I think people are probably going to be on the river all day.
We weren't going to go out of town, and this is just honestly a little vacation living in Missoula all the time. So
no matter the reason that pushed people outside,
I just got a random text in our group chat, and they're like, hey, we're going to go on the river today.
just cooling off and getting a nice tan, honestly.
Just relaxing today.
Whether they had the holiday off or not.
Well, we have about 2 hours before she has to go to work, so we figured we needed to get out now early.
The floaters were all happy to enjoy the sunshine.
It's just a beautiful hot summer day here in Missoula, and it's the best way to kind of just relax and still enjoy the river.
It's just a beautiful day, 4th of July. We're meeting some family and just having a team together.
In Missoula, Claire Peterson, MTN News. Woo! It's a gorgeous day to be outside enjoying all of the 4th of July activities. This is a look from our Polson iCam looking at Flathead Lake. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Louis Dortch to find out what's our weather going to be like for tonight's fireworks. Louis?
Yeah, so let's dive right into that forecast to see what we can expect for tonight. I know many of you all have some outdoor plans. We're taking a look at northwest Montana forecast here. And this setup is pretty much what you're going to see across western Montana. 70s while the sun's up, 60s as the sun goes down, but generally we're going to be dry. Now, with that being said, areas north and west of Kalispell have a slight chance to see some storms develop this evening, most of those before 10 p.m. We'll get those details here in a few minutes.
We're following up on the deadly crash that shut down a busy highway in the Flathead last night. 2 people are dead and 3 others are injured following the head-on crash on Highway 2 near Columbia Falls Monday night. The Montana Highway Patrol says a 15-year-old boy from Coram was driving east in a Chevrolet pickup truck when he crossed the center turn lane into oncoming traffic. The vehicle hit a Toyota Tacoma pickup truck head-on, killing a 21-year-old woman from Kalispell. A 4-year-old girl in the Toyota was injured. A 19-year-old man from Hungry Horse seated in the passenger side of the Chevrolet died on the scene. The driver and second passenger in that car, an 18-year-old woman from Whitefish, were injured in the crash. MHP says alcohol, drugs, and speed are suspected to have caused this fatal crash. The names of the victims will be released once their family has been notified. Several people were rescued from the Clark Fork River in the Clinton area on Monday afternoon. The Missoula Rural Fire District responded to the 12,000 block of Crystal Creek Road around 3:30 p.m. for reports of a river rescue in progress. Crews arrived to find several people at different spots along the riverbank and on a nearby island. MRFD used a rescue boat and a UTV to get all of the people to safety, with only some minor injuries being reported. A popular hobby here in western Montana is fishing. The weather's hot, but jumping into water sports makes it a bit more bearable. But you should also be cautious when having fun this summer. I spoke with Missoula FWP and a fly shop owner about some best practices so everyone who enjoys our rivers can also stay safe. When it starts getting warmer in Montana,
That would be good.
a lot of people and pets take to the river to cool off.
With all that water, you really need to be familiar with the area. So we try to make sure that we hire the best guides that we can.
Terry Roglin, the owner of Blackfoot River Outfitters in Missoula, says this time of year is busy for her fishing guides and tourists, but safety is always top of mind.
Each person is required to have a life jacket. All of our life jackets look like this. And they're wearable. They're very comfortable. The other thing all of our guides have in their boats are these, which are throw bags. So if somebody does go out of a boat, you can throw them a rope and pull them back to safety.
Game warden Kyle Miller with Fish, Wildlife and Parks says officials understand accidents can happen, so they're always out, making sure everyone's being safe while enjoying Montana's beautiful landscape.
Most of the boating fatalities that we have in Montana, over 60 to 70% each year, are actually non-motorized watercraft that are causing these fatalities. The stand-up paddle boards or the rafts where someone gets thrown out hits their head, doesn't have a life jacket on, and ends up drowning.
In 2022, the U.S. Coast Guard counted more than 4,000 accidents nationwide, which included 636 deaths. 75% of the boating accident victims drowned, and 85% of them were not wearing life jackets.
Those life jackets are such a big thing, and making sure folks are using them anytime that they're on the water. Even though it may look like, the water is safe in your certain stretch that you're floating, you never know what's around the next corner.
Rogland says nearly all of her fishing guide trips have been safe, and what's most dangerous is possibly coming in contact with wood or a fallen tree in the river. But you can prevent injuries and enjoy the flow by being prepared.
Always be looking downriver, call ahead, and I would look at stream flows and weather, and then just make sure you're on a portion of water that you have the ability to row.
If you're hitting the lake today or really any other time in the summer, first responders want you to keep safety in mind. Montana law requires all boats to have at least one personal flotation device per occupant, whether you can swim or not. Personal flotation devices are an important safety tool as unexpected things can happen on the water. Having personal flotation devices on your boats isn't just the law, it could also be life-saving. More news ahead right here on KPAX. Lewis will be back in just a few moments to let us know how hot temperatures will rise this week. Plus, there's a shortage of 2 major chemotherapy drugs. How doctors are working to come up with a temporary solution next.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching the MTN 530 News.
Managing drug shortages is a routine part of the job of a pharmacist, but it's becoming more difficult as shortages of chemotherapy drugs continue nationwide. This problem brings fear to cancer patients. Scripps News' Thomas Hoppo explores what those same pharmacists have to say about the key findings to the shortage.
It's really affected many different patient populations and medication classes.
It's been an interesting time to have conversations with patients and physicians to try to figure out what we can do.
Drug shortages in the U.S. are a standard part of the logistics for hospitals. According to pharmacists, the big shortage now, 2 major drugs used to treat chemotherapy.
Cisplatin and carboplatin, 2 different agents, but still in the same class of drugs, have come up short. It seems that there's some issue around the manufacturing. A lot of these are manufactured in other countries, and they have a process to make sure they adhere to standards. And when there's some issues in the manufacturing process or even the shipment process, then it can disrupt something, especially when it's used so widely.
So you have to put these on your feet.
Okay.
This is where we make all of our hazardous drugs for cancer.
A Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs report says 80% of manufacturing facilities that produce these pharmaceutical ingredients are located outside of the U.S. Some say there is a solution out there. Flynn says the country has to find other producers.
It really comes down to more globally at the federal government level is how do you impact on that supply chain? So for instance, by opening your country to other agents from maybe made in China, for instance.
The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is currently working with Chinese drug maker Qilu Pharmaceutical to import the cancer medication to help boost supply. In the short term, Canadian pharmaceutical company Apotex started distributing injectable medications on a temporary basis. Experts say these tactics are needed because the National Cancer Institute reports cisplatin is prescribed to 10 to 20% of all cancer patients and has a cure rate of over 90%. But it's up to local treatment centers on how to stretch out their supply for their patients in the meantime, according to Tina Claypool, the clinical pharmacy supervisor of the University of Louisville Health.
So it's really looking at shifting things to what is available. If there is only one medicine to treat one condition and that's what we need, then we look at alternate strategies such as prioritizing, scheduling things, maybe adjusting dosages, changing how we supply the product, so less waste.
One of the nation's top cancer care groups, the American Society of Clinical Oncology, is now advising doctors with low quantities to administer them to patients with a shot at a cure and to deny the patients with a recurrent or widely spread disease. However, at the Norton Cancer Institute, they've implemented ways to make their supply last in order to treat their patients.
The only thing we've been able to do is extend their interval a little bit, meaning we go from every 3 weeks to every 4 weeks. The other thing we've been successful in is alternating drugs. Like if we didn't have one of those platens, we could use the other one.
As for patients, experts say they need to be aware of these issues and try to plan on their end for the future. Thomas Hoppo, Scripps News, Louisville, Kentucky.
That weak cold front rolled through last night. Temperatures slightly cooler and a little breezy today. After that moves through, though, high pressure now returns and we're going to be dry and temperatures warm up for the rest of the week. All your details coming up after the break.
Well, Lewis, you know some holiday faves is getting out there on the pit.
Oh, yes.
Busting off those fireworks.
Oh,
and I think we're going to have the perfect weather for those things.
It should be really nice, Kia.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really pleasant out there today as well. It was a little breezy, temperature 70s, 80s, nice. Kira, tonight, if you whatever plans you have, fireworks, grilling out like you talked about, really nice weather. There is one spot primarily where there's a slight chance for some storms before 10 p.m. tonight. Let's get those details. Well, let's start us off with a couple of our iCams that I was able to grab earlier today of many people out enjoying the 4th of July holiday. Some nice weather as well. Lake McDonald, Glacier National Park. See some paddleboards, some kayaks, some boats, got some sunshine. Pretty nice day there in Glacier National Park for those lucky enough to be out there and enjoying the holiday there. Whitefish Lake, a popular spot as well. People enjoying the beach here earlier this afternoon too with those blue skies overhead. Middle Fork of the Flathead near Glacier. Yeah, we got some rafters out there. Was able to capture this or grab it really quick. Some rafters were going by the webcam there earlier this afternoon too. So hopefully you all were able to kind of enjoy this holiday. And here's Missoula iCam. Look at the Clark Fork. I'm sure a lot of people floating today. My family, I'll call them out. They were floating today. I wasn't able to join them. I was a little bit bitter about that. I'm not going to lie. But they were able to get out and float on the river today too. So again, hopefully y'all were able to enjoy it. We've had a pretty pleasant day and looking at a pretty pleasant evening as well. West Central Montana. This includes the Missoula Valley, Northern Bitterroot Valley, Mission Valley. Pretty nice for whatever evening plans you have. Clear skies, 70s, 10 p.m. as the sun starts to go down. Should be nice. We have plans to shoot off some fireworks. Obviously, be safe, right? But enjoy it. Pretty nice weather. Northwest Montana, same setup, all right? Pretty nice there. Now, we are looking at a slight chance of a storm for areas in northwest Montana this evening. I'll show you that in a second, but most of us, as you can see, stay dry. Southwest Montana this evening as well, shaping up to be a nice one. All right, so let's talk about our forecast for tonight. Like I mentioned, northwest Montana this evening will have the best chance for just a few isolated storms. The further south you go, nothing really expected, all right?